Matthew Baldwin was discussed by Urban Meyer, a quarterback out of Austin, Texas, rated in the top 20 nationally, and his tangibles and intangibles. Urban Meyer told a story about Ryan Day forcing Urban Meyer, when he was thinking Penn State at like 11 o'clock night before the game, to watch Matthew Baldwin on tape. We don't have to stick to Baldwin, just anybody who pops out of this class. And I know it's impossible with all the 4 and 5 stars included, but just based on what you've read, what you've seen, who are you excited to see playing on the field?
Well, I think Baldwin in some ways cushions the blow of them losing Emory Jones. I mean, they're two different kinds of players. I think Jones is more of a run-pass guy who probably is almost a perfect fit for what they do with the zone read. But at the same time, Baldwin has had a tremendous senior year. And he comes from a high school, Lake Travis, I believe, there in Austin, that has produced a number of great quarterbacks. Patrick Murphy, who works on our staff, got online as this was all unfolding, and he read the list. It was like Reesing, who played at Kansas, Baker Mayfield, I believe, at Oklahoma, and 3 or 4 other guys who you have heard of and are household names. I mean, guys who went on to great college careers, played their high school football in this program. I can't attest to whether it's the same coaching staff or, but they're all drinking the same water there in that same football program. And this kid really didn't play much last year. I'm not sure who they had last year as their starting quarterback. I assume he's a freshman somewhere at a college. And so this kid gets the opportunity to step in there. He's throwing 70% of his passes. He's completing them. He has less than 10 interceptions. He's thrown for 40 touchdowns. And his team is playing for one of the big school state championships there in Texas this coming weekend. So as Coach Meyer said, and I'm going to post this video on our website, he went through a checklist of 7 or 8 things that you need from a quarterback, and he said this kid hit every box. So that's a good thing. And the other thing about this is they're not going to push him into production right away because they've got Dwayne Haskins, they've got Joe Burrow, at least for now, and they've got Tate Martell, the outstanding quarterback from Las Vegas last year. So they got 3 guys who will be, quote, veterans coming back, and Baldwin can get into the system and learn and grow. But a very intriguing prospect. Let's just leave it at that. I have no idea. I'm eager to see how he plays in the state championship. It'll be televised on Fox Southwest, and I've got the Fox College Sports package, so I can zone right in on that Saturday afternoon and see what he does. But the 3 names that they came out of this that I think people remember: Taron Vincent, outstanding defensive tackle at IMG Academy down in Bradenton. He's originally from Baltimore, which has been a stronghold for Larry Johnson, the assistant coach for Ohio State, and the Buckeyes to recruit guys out of Baltimore. They've done pretty good there. So he's one, Taron Vincent. Plus, he's a big-time defensive tackle that they haven't really had. Jeremy Ruckert from Long Island, New York, is one of, if not the top tight end prospects in the country, a national top 50 guy. And, you can compare any tight end you want to Gronkowski, but I watched that Steelers-Patriots Classic game the other day, and the Patriots are moving it down the field. Poor number 25 for the Steelers was always a step late and a step behind because the tight end creates such a mismatch. And, again, you can't put Ruckert on that plane, but as a college guy, maybe he'll be able to create some type of similar mismatch situation. They're excited about that. And then one guy from here in Ohio, Jalen Gill, outstanding all-purpose back, running back, wide receiver, could fill the Percy Harvin role or the what they like to now call the Curtis Samuel role, I guess, in that Ohio State offense, as a guy who's a running back. He's a wide receiver. He does a little bit of everything. Those 3 guys are probably the top 3 signees right now for Ohio State in this class. And, yeah, they swung and missed on Carmen. They didn't get Emory Jones, and Jaden Woodbay kind of turned them away at the last minute. But there's still plenty of top prospects in this class.
And Urban Meyer called Ruckert the best tight end prospect he'd ever recruited. And even though Ohio State tight ends don't usually put up the kind of numbers that other tight ends in other systems do, we know what the end result has been, them mostly moving on to the NFL and becoming very productive players at the next level
Jeff
as well.
Hyman, as an example, Nick Van Nett and Jeff Hyman are both in the NFL, and I think Marcus Ball, the current tight end, will get some looks. He's had kind of an uneven college career with injuries and different things that have kind of held him back. But this season, when games were on the line, they went to Marcus Ball, and he came back winning touchdown against Penn State. He made some big plays for him. So now they're looking for the next guy in that line to come in.
Very good. Steve Hellwagon from Bucknuts on 247 Sports. I don't think we need to tell anyone. The cat's out of the bag. The 247 Sports is the place to go for high school football recruiting across the board. Bucknuts for Ohio State football fans. Steve, we appreciate you stopping by. Know you've got a ton going on, but always enjoy the discussion.
All right, Mark. Take care.